Come on, Slowpoke. If we continue going at your pace, we'll be at the top of the mountain when it becomes morning. Listen, you have two choices here. Pick up the pace and get a beautiful view of the clear night sky, or you continue going at the speed you're going right now, and by then we'll be there by the time the sun is going to come up. Yes, fine, I will admit that watching the sunrise is also gorgeous, but we can do that after we admire the beautiful night sky at this time of year. Listen, it's not my fault that you're tired. I told you all the details you needed to know before we headed out. The height of the mountain, how long the climb would take, stuff like that. You still said, that sounds like a wonderful idea, AG. See? Now come on, pick up the pace a little, sweetheart. Otherwise, we're never going to make it up the mountain in time, you slowpoke. There we go. That wasn't so hard, was it? Oh, come on. Don't give me that look. It wasn't all too bad. Besides, I'm the one who is carrying the bag with the stuff we brought, so I'm not entirely sure why you're the one that's complaining. Alright. I'll stop teasing you. Just lay down with me, hun. Do you get what I mean now? Why I wanted to come here? The stars are absolutely gorgeous this time of year. Yeah, you're right. We could have done this on the roof of our house, but that's not the same. What I mean by that is that you don't get this kind of experience on the roof of your home. The soft noise of the wind, the sound of rustling leaves, laying down on the grass without a single care in the world. So, the way I see it, whilst this did require a bit more effort, I think this was more than worth it. I know you're not really into nature as much as I am, but not a single soul can look at this view and tell me that this is not gorgeous, right? See? You don't have to particularly be interested in nature to actually enjoy it. Besides, saying that you're interested in nature has so many different meanings. You could be interested in the wildlife, in forests, and uninhabited places. You could show interest in the plants around your area. Hell, I'd consider someone to be interested in nature if they're interested in gardening. Saying you're interested in nature has a broader meaning than what most people see. For example, you might not like plants or animals in particular, but what I've come to notice over the past year we've been living together is that you're more so interested in the way that nature looks. Right? You'd scream at the sight of any bugs, but on the road here, you were blown away by the beautiful forest, the pretty bugs, not the scary ones. We even saw a deer on our way here. You thought it looked cute, right? See? You're more interested in nature than you initially thought. You like the way our planet looks. Yes, agreed. That is indeed enough talk about nature for now. Get over here, you cutie. Excuse me, we're laying down on a blanket, looking at the night sky. If this isn't the time to be cuddling the person I love, I don't know when the right time is. Plus, we haven't cuddled in a while. I miss feeling your warm embrace, you know? So cruel. So, come here. I really miss this, you know? Just spending time together, just the two of us. Not a single care in the world, nobody and nothing to interrupt us. We haven't had these kinds of moments for a while now. When one of us has the time to do something like this, most of the time, the other one doesn't. And now all of a sudden, we both have nothing to do for 2 weeks. So, the way that I see it, this is a great time to just spend together. We don't have to particularly do anything or talk to each other a lot, but just being around you when we both have no worries of work on our mind. That's something that can bring a smile to my face, as dumb as that sounds. It'd be great if I could actually try to be sweet without having a certain someone giggle next to me. Yeah, I love you too. Do you remember when we first moved into our house? Yeah, that is a random question. But I was just thinking about the first month we lived together. God, that was a beautiful, beautiful mess. Excuse me, you can't deny that our first month living together went wrong in about every single way that it could have gone wrong. It wasn't that bad. Really now. Alright then, let's start listing off a few things. Let's see. The first day we moved in, we realized too late that we hadn't bought a bed yet. So that were a fun few nights sleeping on the floor. Then, after a week, we decided we didn't like the wallpaper in the basement. Because let's be real, who the hell puts wallpaper in the basement? So, we ripped it off and tried to paint over it. Keyword being tried. Then that ended in a catastrophe. Oh really? You don't call both of us covered in paint and eventually deciding we had picked an ugly color wasn't a catastrophe? Oh come on, we were in the shower for at least an hour trying to get that stuff off. Plus, our clothes were pretty much ruined, so those were gone. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, of course! How could I forget? Remember when you confidently said, I'm going to build a shed in our yard to store stuff in? Sweetheart, no. The shed looked like it was made by a 4-year-old on a Minecraft world. No offense, of course. Then, let's see. Do we have anything else? Fine. I'll stop. For now. But you get my point now, right? It might have been a complete disaster, but the first time where everything was just sorted out, and we were both watching TV, not worrying about anything, that was nice. Like, really nice. I like thinking back to our first month in that house. It was literally pure discovery of how much work goes into properly maintaining a house, and how much work it takes to make a house a home. But I like to believe that that month of absolute hell made us appreciate that home more, and that it got us closer in a weird way. Yes, hell on earth got us closer together. The irony behind that is incredible, right? But I'm 100% serious when I say this. I love you so much, sweetie. You're so kind, sweet. You have an amazing personality. You're fun to be around. We don't even have to be talking or anything like that. Just being in the same room as you is enough sometimes. Shh. Let me be clingy just this once. I love you so, so much. I love you. The sun is going to come up soon. Man, time moved fast, didn't it? You'd like to do this sometime again in the future? I'd love that. Yeah, sure. I can arrange that we can do this more often. I love you, sweetheart. I'll never leave your side. Just remember that. Always.